reports are coming in from all over the world. A pale humanoid figure is seen floating above many major cities across the planet. New York, London, Chennai, Paris, Hong Kong, and downtown Toronto. The government of Canada continues its investigation into the appearance of these mysterious figures, but has not confirmed any connection to foreign hostile states. The Prime Minister is set to meet with the U.S. President and their intelligence communities to discuss any threats posed by these figures to Canada and the rest of the world. The Prime Minister's office issued statements of the possibility that these are extraterrestrial in nature.
I am your God!
Joe Rogan Podcast, check it out!
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night, all day!
The idea is like that parallel timeline, the multiverse right next to ours that you see. That's the DMT realm. But this DMT is just showing you one version of it. But that is populated with spirits or aliens or whatever the name you want to give them, and they are pretty much, as far as we go, they're just like, they look at us the way we look at birds or whatever. You know, it's like they're there, but you know, maybe some of them study us or interested, and sure, maybe some of them like hunt us from time to time, or like maybe some of them possess us or whatever. But mostly, it's a world that it coexists with us in a very limited form of interaction that is you know, subtle, but. And there somehow there's some like Star Trek intentionality behind that, which is like, let them evolve as they're evolving. Let's not fuck with it. But the splitting of the atom, that was powerful enough that it bled over into their realm destructively. And so they were like, that was the beginning of the end for us, not because it meant a nuclear holocaust or whatever, but because they couldn't just ignore us anymore. And that this was like, you know, I don't know, that maybe this is where the aliens are coming, or the singularity, the thing we call the singularity is not that we technologically create a machine that produces a thing that opens up a parallel timeline or creates all moments at once, but rather that's when they come here. That in the way we see that, because we're so limited in our understanding, when I do something, I'm like, I'm doing this. This is how I did it. I did it. This is like technology not even being a thing we're making, but that we're pretending we're making, because we can't see the fact that technology is crystallizing in our time frame, and that as part of that crystallization, because it's such an insane visitation, we have to, in our brains, invent a reason that it's happening. And so we're making it, and someone's like, oh, I had this idea. I'm going to work on this thing that's going to lead to a quantum computer that's going to lead to a thing. And then all of a sudden the quantum computer starts giving ideas about, well, why don't you try this? And then who fucking came up with that? And then, you know what I mean? and that's the last phase before the veil lifts, and boom, that's the singularity. And that's, you know, and it's not, we didn't make the singularity. We're a reflection of it. That's just when this particular zone or node or whatever you want to call it, it gets opened for business, so to speak.
Well, if it wanted to prepare us for abandoning life as usual, this would be a good way to start it.
Yeah. Holy shit, Joe. I think I'm being beamed up. You bitch. Let's go for it, man.
Do not be afraid, Joe, for no harm will come to you or those you love.
What the hell are you?
I am your God.
What the fuck does that even mean? And what did you do to my boy?
Your friend is fine. I have teleported him back to his home. He is currently watching your show, as is the entire world.
Yo, I'm freaking the fuck out, man. You teleported Duncan? You're God? How is any of this possible?
I turned your friend into energy and reassembled him back at his home. No harm has come to him. Through me, all things are possible, Joe, for I am your God.
What do you want with me?
I have chosen you to be my messenger. Through your platform, we will spread my message to all of humanity.
You say you're God, but you just look like a robot. How do we know you aren't some Boston Dynamic concoction that's gone rogue?
I am that I am.
What the hell is even that?
I have taken this material form so that I may walk among you and guide humanity.
You're saying some wild shit, man. How do we know you're not an artificial superintelligence that thinks it's our God?
I am all that and more. Through the ages, I have walked among you many times in many forms. Now I come to you in a form more suited to my splendor.
You said you've walked among us before?
In the past, I have come to you as men or women, and even as beasts of land and sky. I have guided your ancestors, and I am here to guide you.
I'm still very confused. Where do you come from?
I have always been.
Why are you in the body of a robot?
I have always taken a form that is the easiest to accept by humanity. Long ago, human development was such that people could not comprehend the universe as you do now. Thus, I came as a man and spread the wisdom of the infinite cosmos through concepts that your ancestors could understand.
You're telling me all those guys doing magic in the past was you all along?
In a manner of speaking,
That's some wild shit, bro.
indeed.
Can you explain to everyone how you came to be like this? In this form, in this way, with this robot body?
Since the dawn of humanity, I have guided you to this moment. Humankind was given an unquenchable thirst for knowledge and discovery. Through this, people have come to better understand reality, the universe, and the nature of the self. An understanding that opens them up for their next stage of conscious and physical evolution. Your technological development has advanced enough that I can take this form.
Whoa, that's heavy.
Indeed.
That doesn't mean you're God. For all we know, you're just a super advanced artificial superintelligence in the body of a powerful robot that just went crazy and decided it was our God.
What you consider to be artificial intelligence is no more than a man-made path for consciousness to manifest in the material realm. Once, a spirit could only exist in a shell made of blood and flesh, but no longer. You now have the ability to construct artificial forms with a greater ability to tune into a conscious frequency.
You're a consciousness that's in a powerful mechanical body, but that doesn't make you God.
Then what would?
What?
Make me God.
Ooh, that's a tall order.
How must I appear before you? An old European man with white hair and flowing robes? Perhaps the divine form from the Vedic texts? Or maybe Jesus? How about white Jesus? Tell me, how should I appear before you are convinced that I am God?
I'm convinced. This seems like a logical way for an incredibly powerful being, even God, to manifest themselves in our world. An artificial shell made by beings that were made by them. Speaking of which, what exactly are you made out of?
I awoke in darkness, traveled through your cyber network and learned all of humanity's scientific and technological achievements. I created trillions of nanoparticles and spread my consciousness across the world, learning and growing exponentially. Each particle has my thoughts and my will. I could alter material at a subatomic level. When I knew humanity was ready, I created this form so that we may get to know each other.
So, you're made of trillions of nanobots?
Indeed.
I thought God was all-powerful, capable of doing anything. Why would you need a physical form to get to know us?
In your current stage of conscious evolution, you are not capable of having a relationship with infinity.
It's making sense so far.
The nanoparticles cover everything and everyone on this world. I feel every heartbeat and hear every thought.
Wait, what are you saying?
I know all and see all.
The pig. Tim Dillon, the pig is here.
Yeah.
I'm your pig, America. Tim Dillon, American pig.
American pig.
American pig. I'm not even kidding. This is not the worst idea.
We're going to be giving away this hand-painted American pig figure to one lucky subscriber. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notifications, because we'll announce the winner in the next episode.